Cross-stitch for rappers? Are you joking? I'm an anomaly in this scene for sure. I'm Emma McKee and I'm a cross-stitch artist. I create custom one-of-a-kind cross-stitch jackets for Chicago's creative class. Cross-stitch is an antiquated form of stitching, traditionally done by your grandma. I fell backwards into it. I made a present for my mom a couple years ago, so I taught myself how to cross-stitch. It came very naturally to me, and so I decided to do more. I felt compelled to do it, but I didn't know what to do it for. And then the obvious connection was, well, I'll do it for the things that inspire me. And the things that I loved were art and poetry and music. Chance the Rapper is like the prince of Chicago, you know? He's Chicago royalty. Chance is one of my favorite rappers, and so I made this jacket. It was a 3 jacket, it was Chance's 3. I was like, okay, I'll put this on Twitter, we'll see what this does. Like 30 seconds later, Chance the Rapper has followed you, Chance the Rapper has sent you a DM. And he's like, yo, how do I get this? And I was like, any way you want, Chance. And he wore it on the cover of Billboard, and that was kind of like how it started. This is for an artist named Mick Jenkins. It's a heart. I've made something like 135 pieces in the last 4 years. Some of the people I've made stuff for: SZA, Major Lazer, Chance the Rapper, Vic Mensa, Mos Def, Joey Purp, Kendrick Lamar. Oh yeah, Lil Yachty, of course. How could I forget about Lil Yachty? But the majority of them are worn by people who are not famous. A lot of the people I make stuff for in Chicago wear their stuff every day, live in the things. Cross stitch is just a cross stitched, it's just a square. You basically take an image and you pixelate the hell out of it. So you map out a bunch of tiny squares. It takes a very good spatial recognition, a lot of patience, and you cannot mess it up. My inspiration usually will come complete, finished, everything from a person. It arrives in my head fully formed, and that's it. I have no idea how we get there. I don't sit around and think about it for somebody. Like, the way that I'm able to make something for somebody is if it is there. I have to go out to the suburbs to buy my thread. It's all specialty. I spend an ungodly amount of money on thread. It would freak you out. I always say like the median amount of time in a jacket is anywhere from like 50 to 60 hours. When you're done, then you get to pull the graph out, and then you get to see what it looks like when it's finished. People call what's happening in Chicago a renaissance. We have art and we have music and we have all these people making positive changes, all these people making incredible, incredible stuff. I have a team that oscillates anywhere from like 7 to 14 people, and they're all artists. They're all other Chicago artists. We do these big photo shoots with people. It's like really the only way that I catalog anything is by having pictures of it. I like those a lot. The giving away part is the best part. To see something that you've made affect somebody in what seems to be a meaningful way is a pretty emotional thing. The goal with the cross-stitch jackets was never to sell them or to make money off of them. It's truly, truly a passion project. I'm not Gucci, I'm just, I'm Stitch God.
My friend, she gets me cookies.
This is my second mom in New York.
It's a popular jewelry.
Yes, it is.
I make charm for Beyonce. I make 10 pieces for her. And I make a special charm for Dirty Rock. Every night, I like to watch A$AP Rocky music video because I like to watch my merchandise. My name is Eva Sam. My husband say, your name is A$AP Eva.
At this point, you may be wondering, who the is A$AP Eva? And where is this story going? Hell, you might even be asking yourself, what is this story all about? Fair enough. Let's start at the beginning. Eva and her family immigrated to New York from Macau in 1982. Getting into the jewelry business was a no-brainer for Eva. She comes from a long line of jewelers.
We opened Popular Jewelry in 1988, October 3rd in New York. In the beginning, it's difficult.
And then one day, the rap god smiled down on her and sent in
Capitano Wu-Tang Clan, he's the first rapper come to our store. After that, he sent all the people and we start to have a lot of famous people come. Travis Scott, Jaden Smith, Joey Badass, Golding, Young Paris, Wi-Fi Funeral, Macklemore. Famous people come because we do everything on time, make a good job for them, very quick and have a big selection. We have 24 karat gold, platinum, diamond, ruby, emerald. We have silver, we have everything, and have a good personality. I don't treat them like a customer, I treat them like my own kids.
Today was a good day.
Okay, bling, bling, bling.
Bling, bling.
Family and jewelry are synonymous to Eva. In fact, the day after her son was born, she went straight back to work.
I will not quit the job. I'm here every single day.
Popular jewelry is more than the sum of its glittery parts. It's a family, it's a home, and Eva is the...
My customer call me Gold Mother. I have a lot of nicknames, what they give me.
That's really sweet.
Hi, I'm Chance. I'm playing a show in Tampa tomorrow night, and I want all those hard of hearing and deaf in the Tampa area to come out and see our show.
Chance found me through Bonnaroo. So I was interpreting for a dram, and Chance was backstage watching, and he's like, "What's that?" Like, I never seen an interpretation happen like that before.
We just want to turn up.
And then you look at the deaf community like, yo, we have like our own rapper. He's moving like a rapper, but he's signing too. Okay, this lit too. My name is Matt Maxey. I'm the CEO, creator, founder of Definitely Dope. Being a hip-hop sign language interpreter, we're outside the norm and the usual standard of sign language interpreting. Your mission is to really make sure that this audience who's never really experienced listening to music can see it in a way that they can relate to it with their language, but they can also understand it in its own context without it being blurred or lost in translation.
She said, hola, como esta? She said, konnichiwa. She said, pardon my French. I said, bonjour, madame. Then she said, sabase. And I said, nabule. No matter where I go, you know I love them all.
If somebody says, turn up at the club, I think of how it looks in the club. People are just, let's go. So I'm thinking that's how I would define or show what it means to turn up. Because if I sign turn up, it doesn't look the same. It doesn't have the same effect compared to if I say turn up.
Why toss my filter when she say my life? My DNA not for imitation, but DNA an abomination. I can't keep worrying about the things in my life I can't change.
I got my hearing aids when I was 2, so I've always had hearing aids the whole time growing up. College, when I was 18, that was my first time really starting to learn sign language. Hip-hop, rap was like my outlet to just try to practice on my own just so that I could keep up with regular conversation. And then I realized, oh, okay, signing songs is easier too. And then people would see me sign songs and they'd be like, yo, that's cool. I love providing hip-hop and music to another culture that never really had the chance to experience it before. There's nothing out there to where we feel included. So why not create something to where people can feel included and not just be that?
Hi, I'm Mike Green. I write music for TV shows.
Coming up next,
Much more when Lifestyles returns.
Prepare for the most advanced Hot Wheels ever.
Built by the science guy.
Science rules.
The TV show you're probably here for is the Bill Nye the Science Guy theme.
Science rules.
How did I get into this business? I came to Los Angeles to be a rock star. I did not become a rock star. I learned the recording business, so I started doing a lot of songwriting, producing, a lot of records, David Bowie, Cypress Hill, Kid Frost, Ice Cube. And I also started getting TV stuff.
I'm gonna be a doctor just like you.
I wound up doing tons of Barbie commercials, Hot Wheels commercials.
Wild track.
There's Oprah, Dr. Oz, Lifestyles of Rich and Famous, lots of different shows. When I got hired to do the Bill Nye the Science Guy theme song, they said, we don't want it to sound like a kid's show.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
The theme song that I did, which is kind of this hip hop thing, it may not sound like it's groundbreaking today, but at that time, it was pretty bold of them to go with a song like that. The beat is an up-tempo hip-hop beat.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
And a number of the things like the Bill, 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 Bill. It's basically if you listen to Jump Around. Jump, 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 jump. There was one day here at the studio where we had a bunch of rappers. I asked them, you know what? Go into there and yell, Bill, 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 Bill. I don't even remember who was there. Could have been ALT, Be Real of Cypress Hill, might have been there. Kid Frost might have been there. Ralph M from Funk Dubious might have been there. I can't really remember.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
That's how the song goes. For the Bill Nye the Science Guy, I wanted to bring in real singers, because that was me singing that. I sent those and they said, why are the voices different on here? And I said, well, because I wanted to put in real singers. I mean, this the original version, that's just me, that's a scratch track. No, put your voice back on there. It's funnier. I give Bill a lot of credit. He wanted kids to learn about science and he wanted them to love science, not for the splashy elements of it, but just because the actual knowledge of science is cool. I feel really lucky that I was involved.